In this episode, we are going to go into some groundbreaking news that position XRP to become the potential future of digital currency in Europe. This news puts XRP in a position to become the future of digital currency. There has been a lot of discussion over the fact that the European Union is on board with the concept of establishing the value of XRP at an astounding 60,000 euros per unit. This initiative, which aims to streamline the massive numbers of transactions that are expected to go through this channel, is aimed at trying to streamline those transactions. The topic of discussion for today is the possibility that XRP, a digital asset that is well known to retail investors in the United States, could become the digital equivalent of the euro. This would be a much more interesting development because it would serve as the foundation for all transactions that take place between the euro and other digital currencies. This would make the development even more noteworthy. Greetings, members of the Moneyside family, and we are grateful that you have chosen to visit your place of choice for the most recent breaking news regarding XRP. Prior to delving into the particulars of the wonderful improvements that have been provided today, I would want to make a modest request for that favor. If you find the content that we offer to be enjoyable, please show your support for us. You should give that like button a big smash, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell in order to become a member of our fantastic community. In addition, you should provide feedback on our channel. Congratulations. Furthermore, I have some extremely good news to share with you. We are getting ready to hold a beautiful XRP giveaway just as we are getting closer and closer to reaching the milestone of 60,000 subscribers. Only 3 actions are required to complete the participation process, which is really straightforward. If you want to make sure that you don't miss out on this opportunity, then you should make sure that you remain tuned for further details. In order to ensure that your comments are taken into consideration for the contest, it is essential that you do not forget to include the hashtag Moneyside in your remarks. Ripple Labs is led by a visionary who is accountable for everything. Larsson was the one who shed some light on this innovative idea that was being discussed back then. His emphasis was placed on the notion that XRP is in an excellent position to become the worldwide bridge currency. The fact that it may be adapted to different situations is one of the most fascinating parts of this. As a result of the fact that Ripple's XRP may be leveraged with any digital currency, such as the dollar, the yen, or the euro, there is no requirement to switch to a different digital currency. These transactions are carried out using XRP, which was established with the goal of serving as the medium through which they are transmitted. Imagine being able to convert a digital euro into XRP and then back into USD without experiencing any kind of hassle. It is XRP that serves as that bridge. Ripple has been hailed with appreciation from the Digital Euro Association, and Forbes has made a suggestion that the price tag for XRP might be as high as $60,000. These are only a few of the numerous things that could be revealed in this episode. What else could be revealed? The French central bank has hinted that XRP will serve as the cornerstone for the digital euro. At this very moment, we are having a conversation about all of this explosive information that has recently become light. Please allow me to go more into the particulars. Bitcoin was designed with the intention of establishing a new currency that was independent of any central bank, which was one of its primary objectives. A different way of putting it is that one may consider Bitcoin to be a form of value storage. To put it another way, Ripple is actually a totally different idea. The same groundbreaking technology, but we are putting it to use in order to establish a value exchange or value web that is not dependent on any particular currency. It is not necessary for you to switch to a different virtual currency in order to make use of Ripple, as stated in the previous sentence. You are free to use it with whatever currency you choose, including dollars, euros, yuan, real, and any other currency you choose. Oh my goodness. Furthermore, Ripple is equipped with a mathematically based money that is comparable to Bitcoin, despite the fact that its primary aim is to operate as an enabler inside the cryptocurrency ecosystem. Because of this, we are of the opinion that the vast majority of people will use Ripple by making use of the assets of value that they already possess, such as dollars, euros, or yen. This advancement is unfolding at a rate that is faster than it has ever been before, and it is being made possible by the great amount of effort that is being done toward the launch of the digital euro, notably through collaboration with Ripple. A breakthrough in software development has occurred over the past few days, literally less than 3 days ago. This development has come as a surprise to many people. The disclosure that has been made is astonishing. Through the implementation of this innovation, it is now feasible to carry out digital euro transactions offline on devices that are now available. This ensures that these transactions are accessible to a multitude of individuals. In light of the fact that this progress has taken place, it is clear that the digital euro is getting closer and closer to becoming a potentially viable choice. Ripple Labs is a key component in the progression of its development, which is happening at the same time. In light of the fact that Ripple has recently been lauded by the Digital Euro Association for its accomplishments, it is important to note that this recent development is precisely the reason why. While this is going on, the price of XRP has started to undergo volatility that is extremely unusual. This is happening in the middle of these adjustments. These developments are grabbing the attention of investors and enthusiasts from all over the world, since they are occurring at the same time as the enhancements that are being made to the digital euro and the major role that Ripple is playing today. The recent price anomalies that have been detected in XRP have generated a significant deal of discussion, with many persons expressing the belief that these are not simple glitches. This viewpoint has been expressed by a large number of individuals. On the other hand, there is a theory that suggests that the increased activity and volume on the XRP ledger are the source of these enormous price spikes. It has only been 3 days since the value of XRP reached an astonishing $40,441, making it the third largest jump in the history of the cryptocurrency. This tremendous increase in value occurred just 3 days ago. This phenomenon was brought to light by Jack the Rippler, a well-known member of the community. He brought attention to the fact that the price of XRP surged beyond $5,700 in one of the most unexpected turns. On the other hand, a new competitor, the crypto trading fund token, shot up to $267 on the XRP ledger without any problems whatsoever after the launch of the coin. For those who are not familiar with it, the crypto trading fund token has quickly become a central figure in the entire cryptocurrency business. This is said for the benefit of those who are not familiar with it. Over the course of just 6 days, it climbed to the top of the XRP ledger, becoming the token that has the most significant significance. Even before its official premiere, which is anticipated to take place in a little under 3 days, this rise in popularity has already established itself as a significant phenomenon. In light of the fact that the token is only available in a limited quantity of $120 million, the pre-sale period that is currently taking place presents outstanding opportunities for early investors. In accordance with what Jack the Rippler had anticipated, this shortage is a signal that indicates the probability of a supply shock occurring after the pre-sale. It is possible that prices may soon rise to more over 267, according to Jack the Rippler's estimations. Despite the fact that some individuals might consider this to be nothing more than a minor setback, he cautioned that it could potentially be a pivotal moment in the process of making new millionaires. Having said that, the value of conducting your own research is something that cannot be emphasized enough under all circumstances. A message that cannot be misunderstood is being pushed home by the events that are playing out. At this point, when the environment is experiencing transformation, it is the appropriate time to take action. In light of this, it should not come as a surprise that Forbes released an estimate that estimated the worth of XRP at roughly $60,000. This is especially true when taking into consideration the fact that the volume on the XRP ledger is continuing to climb. To better understand the dynamics at play, think about them. For each and every transaction that takes place on the XRP ledger, whether it be a purchase, a sale, or a transfer, it is required to pay gas fees. This is the case regardless of the type of transaction. As a consequence of the fact that these expenses are unique to the XRP ecosystem, they lead to the destruction of XRP tokens, which, in essence, limits the quantity that is available for use. Here is a case that you should take a look at immediately. There has been a noticeable increase in the demand for XRP. As a result of its utility, central bank digital currencies, governments, and financial institutions are increasingly adopting XRP. During this same time period, there has been an increase in the utilization of the XRP ledger. This is due to the fact that firms like the Crypto Trading Fund and others are selecting XRPL as their preferred cryptocurrency due to the significantly lower gas fees that it offers. The significant amount of XRP that is burned to cover gas expenses as a result of the increased activity that was indicated before occurs as a direct result of the widespread use of the ledger, which is the driving force behind this phenomenon. As a result of the burn-off, there has been a large increase in the demand for XRP, while the supply of XRP has reduced. As a consequence of this, the value of each XRP token has increased, which is a required consequence due to the burn-off. The heart